Okay, so to get mob sitters onto Tabletop Simulator, first thing you need is you need to go to Steam and you need to download the Tabletop Simulator game. So this is just like any regular game on Steam. I think it's about £15 normally, but you can get it at a reduced rate in various Steam sales. It's usually probably half price then. So you just need to install it as you normally would for any other Steam game. And the next thing you need to do, you will need to go to the Community Workshop, so hit Community at the top and then go to Workshop, and then you want to actually search for Tabletop Simulator because it's going to ask you which workshop you're looking for, so Tabletop Simulator. And the next one, straight, easy, search mob sitters and search, and it comes up at the top here. So if you click that button there, it's going to take you straight to the page. You can read in the information below, but easiest thing to do now is just hit subscribe. So that's going to automatically download the mod for you. If you go to your downloads, it's going to update the game. It's a very small mod, so by the time you start the game up, it should be ready for you. Okay, once you've loaded Tabletop Simulator up, like you would when you're making a server, you just go straight to create and then multiplayer as you're playing online. Make a server name, whatever you want it to be, so your friends can find you. Make a password, again, if you want only your friends to join and no strangers. And you can make the game up to 6 players, or you can lower it if it doesn't really make a difference to how many players you're playing. Create the server. And then you want to go down to the workshop, and the mod should appear here. If you have a lot of them, or if you've downloaded lots since then, you might have to click workshop and it'll take you to a screen with lots of them. So just click mob sitters once, press load, and it'll take a few to load in all the assets. Now if you've got this already on your computer, it should be a bit quicker. If it's the first time doing it, it might take you 30 seconds depending on your connection as well. And then the game is more or less ready to play. So it's going to default me to white. But I can change my color, so I can go to orange, or I can change color at the top right to purple, blue, green. So this is choosing my different characters. Okay, and then the game is more or less ready to play. So make sure every player's got their own character. The decks are pre-shuffled. However, you might want to shuffle them because they're only shuffled this particular way. So if you highlight over the deck with your mouse and you press R, it's going to shuffle it. You can press R as much as you like to do that. And then you're more or less ready to start the game. So as the yellow player, if you hover over, or as any player, if you hover your mouse over the deck and press 5, that's going to draw 5 cards to your hand. We don't have a great hand for turn 1, so of course you can put the cards back and redraw, which I'm going to do. So if you highlight all the cards and press F, it's going to flip them over, and then I can pop them back onto the deck. Then we're going to shuffle it a few more times and draw 5 more. That is very similar to what we just had, but we'll have to go with it. At least there's some good stuff I can play. Now, one of the good things about this as well is the playmats are laid out for you. If you're playing if you're playing 4 or more players, you're going to use this side as indicated just here. But if you are going to play 3 players, then you can right-click the mat, go to toggles and lock, and then if you hover over the mat, press F. That's going to flip it, or that's going to flip it nicely, and then you can use it as a 2-player mat, essentially, or sorry, a 3-player game. But we're going to use a 4-player game in this example. And then when it's your turn to play cards, you just simply click and drag them from your hand. These are hidden, by the way, so no one else can see them. If I was to switch color to, let's say, red, there we go, and now red can't see my cards, so it's all hidden. Let's go back to yellow. Go back to yellow. So if I want to play cards, if I want to play them face down, you just click and drag them and drop them on, and they should snap quite nicely, so you're not kind of fiddling about trying to get them all neat. They should snap relatively cleanly to where you want to put them, and that includes when you want to put them in the discard piles as well. So we're going to just do an example here. Let's do that one, let's do that one. And if you want to play any face down, it's important to flip them in your hand first. So as you drag them out of your hand area, then they're hidden for everyone. So we're going to put this one face down because we can use it next turn. And then that's my turn done. Obviously I need to draw my 3 cards back up to 5. So hover over the deck and press the number on your keyboard of how many cards you want to draw. So in this case it's 3. And it will draw what's next. And then the next player will take their turn. Okay, a couple of things before we're finished. So if you've not played before, or if you can't remember the rules exactly, the rules are loaded into the game. So you just have to go through this document. You can scroll through the pages just by pressing the arrows. Now it might be a bit hard to see, so the best thing to do is to press this button at the top left. It says pop out to screen, and it goes full screen. Fairly easy to read that way. You just scroll through the pages into the areas that you need, and of course it's helpful for the turn sequence, or maybe you have played the whole game but you can't remember how it ends or who the winner is, then you just need to read the relevant section. Okay, that's more or less it. So have fun playing it, and we are hoping to bring our other games to Tabletop Simulator as well. But if you do really enjoy Mob Cities, then we'd welcome a review on Board Game Geek. That really helps us to get our name out there. And when we release the game, when we release the game in real life, if you really like it, then you can pre-order the game from us, and then of course you can play it with your friends. Thank you.